This one's Beasts on the Rise. Whoa, this wind is really pushing us around. The tidal wave. I don't believe this. Do you guys believe this? It's prime. By gosh, is it really you? Oh, Captain, my captain. I'm a fat ballerina, leaking lubricants. I have knife hands. I finally see the truth of your words, Badass John. You're real. Stop lubricating the man, Bumblebee. I have summoned you here for a purpose. Did you get your questions answered? Yes, and every answer led to a bigger question. It was already like that, right? Be so adorable. You seriously have to ask. You've been inside me. To know others, you must know yourself first. This is Aatron. I enjoy that look of confusion when a being meets a higher power. The darkest nights produce the brightest stars, and the least likely can be the most dangerous. I have come here to kick ass and fight for the good of all. Sorry I'm late, hit a little traffic, hey. There's a lot of waves here. Raise your hands if there's a wave in your name. You think you were born, you were built, and your creator wants you back. Algorithms, math. He's looking at you, kid. Round up the usual suspects. Comb the desert, I say. Comb the desert. Speech this. This message goes to the seeds of the creators. Whoever you are, I can sense your presence through the matrix. Give me your face. Do you feel cold and lost in desperation? I ask you to help us in this dire time of need. At the heart of every legend there is truth. When a few brave souls unite to save the world, we can be the heroes of our own lives if we just have the courage to try. Our fates are intertwined, but now our worlds are joined as one. Thousands of planets were formed with seeds, and they turned your life lead into metal gold. There are mysteries to the universe that we were never meant to solve, but who we are and why we are here are not amongst them. Brave warriors, you are free. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Every sentient being possesses the capacity for change. Be strong enough to be gentle. We live amongst you now, the people, hiding in plain sight, but watching over you in secret, waiting, protecting. We have witnessed your capacity for courage, and though we are worlds apart, like us, there's more to you than meets the eye. We believe that the battle with darkness will continue until all are one. You fought for yours as I fought for mine, when we should have been fighting the darkness together. We do this together. After eons of conflict, this universe, no matter how vast, will never be too big for you and I to not coexist. We've suffered losses, but we've not lost the war. There are more important things in life than revenge. We're better than this. We can't stand by and watch the destruction of this beautiful planet. In any war, there are calms between storms. There will be days when we lose faith, days when our allies turn against us, but the day will never come that we forsake this planet and its people. Understand that only common cause and mutual agreement bind one to another. We were given the power to change our world, and you chose to destroy it. Sometimes even the wisest of man or machine can make an error. Do not forget what you have learned of our past. From its lessons, the future is forged. You must protect the planet, or our people are truly finished. Wisdom cannot be granted, it must be earned, sometimes at a cost. To bring peace to this planet, a necessary sacrifice, the mistakes humans pay for. Thrones are for deceptions. Besides, I'd rather roll, transform and roll out. Everyone loses if there's nothing to win. With the Allspark gone, we cannot return life to this planet. Do not lament my absence, for in my spark I know that this is not the end, but merely a new beginning. Simply put, another transformation, a new world to call home. Give me your faith. Did you forget who I am? Whenever you look to the stars, think of one of them as my soul. By commanding, it is I who serve, for that is what the others ask of me. If they should ever want me to step down, I will. If ever you want to leave, you may. That is the right of everyone. It's been an honour serving with you all. I will never stop fighting for our freedom as long as power flows through my cells. We will defend humanity, defend this family, defend all they can be. We are here, we are waiting, and now we stand here together as one, proving we all have the power to transform, to become who we were destined to be, to right wrongs, to make our world better, because here, freedom and autonomy are the rights of all sentient beings. We must have courage. We can't ignore the fear. We must conquer it. Fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing. Remember this, you may lose your faith in us, but never in yourselves. Time to find out those answers we carry inside. Someday one shall rise from our ranks and use the power of the Matrix to light our darkest hour. And when the account of the ages is etched into the cosmos, let those who exist long after us know that this was our finest hour. Fate has yielded its reward. From here, the fight will be your own. Hang on to your dreams. The future is built on dreams, and that's who you'll be from now on. Make it legendary. Pedal to the metal, miners. Let's break some protocol. All we need is a little energy and a lot of luck. Sometimes crazy works, so let's rev up and roll out. Clearly that's Transformers quote. So fangirlishly prepared with the premise of purposely shining a light on Prime's power of prose. This one is all thanks to the wonderful and quirky quotes of the Transformer series. The fallen knights rise like beasts for the one and for all to shine their full light with a mighty call to unite with a bumblebee delight to ensure the age of extinction remains a movie title only. I really kind of like that one. Obviously, a lot of my messages come in bumblebee-like. So, there is a little bit of truth in all these, all these things from ancient history, myths and legends to current popular culture storylines. The way I get communicated with is the way Bumblebee speaks, like through song lyrics, song titles. It is that kind of thing, and there is really something to that. So that's one to explore if you are getting in touch with your clair powers and connecting to the Allspark, to Prime, because Prime doesn't have a voice box, like Prime doesn't have a language, so the messages that kind of get beamed down to us, they're energetic, and the vibe of that energy gets translated through our antennas, our little bumblebee antennas, and it can come through, and we kind of receive it in all these different ways, very similar to Bumblebee. And most of my writing is very much Bumblebee like. It is a whole jumble of mixed media references, because it has multi-purpose, like one quote from a movie, like, which is like 3 words, can make you think of the entire movie's plot and bring up a whole range of feelings and memories and all this. And that's just 3 words in an entire poem. And most of my poems Like this one literally is put together with so many different references, pop culture references. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I can kind of see the what they're kind of getting at by me, talking about this as a very useful method of jam packing a lot of messages into our channelings and into our creative expressions, in order to like remind us of messages, of lessons, of plots, of morals, of teachings, of all these different things. So I could talk more about that because I find it really freaking interesting how they communicate with me. It's extremely clever how they do it. But this type of thing is within a lot of current pop culture, movies and everything like that. So these movies, the books, songs, like lyrics, all this is obviously written by creatives, and creatives have their right brain opened, which is like the pathway to channeling. So we kind of know that creatives are natural channels. These ideas come in, we're open to it, and it flows. If you allow the flow, it just keeps pouring in. So yeah, get creative, and just pay attention to what kind of messages you're getting from your higher self and from your right brain, from your creative channel center, your antenna, your antennae, because it is pretty fun when you start getting that communication in from your higher self. Remember, it is you. It's you that it comes through, your higher self. So you can play with it, and I do, and it's a lot of fun. And they make it fun. So be open-minded to what channeling and connection can actually be, and what you can do with it, and how you can express it, because it gets pretty interesting. Yeah, so I'll leave it there.